Hey guys, Colin here with Main Street Wolf, and in today's video we are going to be discussing what is a budget. First things first, let's just define what a budget is. So according to Investopedia.com, a budget is an estimation of revenue and expenses over a specified future period of time, and it is compiled and reevaluated on a periodic basis. Now let's go ahead and break down that definition so we can go part by part and kind of dissect it and show you how this definition relates to your personal budget. So first thing is the revenue portion. Now this is any income that you're getting from your day job or dividends from investing, real estate, basically any money that is coming into your household on a monthly basis is considered your revenue. Expenses are all of the personal costs that you incur on a monthly basis, so that would be things like rent, groceries, entertainment, clothing, all of that stuff is considered an expense. When the definition mentions a specified future period of time, it's talking about, are you looking at a monthly budget or a annual budget, 6 months? So you can have a personal budget for any of those periods of times. The last portion of the definition about reevaluating your personal budget on a periodic basis, this is just because once you set a budget, it's obviously going to change over time as your income changes, your expenses change. So it's important for personal budgeting purposes to look at your budget every 6 to 12 months to reevaluate and then make a new budget. Bringing everything together, let's take a look at an example. So in this hypothetical situation, we have a person that is making $3,600 a month in wages, and then they are also making an income from dividends, selling things on eBay, and then they also drive for Uber. So a total monthly income after taxes is $4,000. And it is important to look at after-tax money when we're making a personal budget, because those are the dollars that we're actually getting in our paycheck. Looking at pre-tax is kind of silly just because when we're making a budget, we don't see all of that money come through our paycheck. It's just the after-tax money. Looking at the expenses now for this person, you can see after rent, groceries, restaurants, entertainment, paying for their car, clothing, that they have a total monthly expense of $4,000. So in this case, we have income of $4,000 and then an expense of $4,000. When you take revenue and subtract expenses, you're left with a number. If it's zero, like in our example, the budget is considered balanced. If you have a positive number where your revenues was greater than your expenses, that's known as a budget surplus. And then if the revenues are smaller than your expenses, then it's a budget deficit. From a personal budget perspective, we always want to see a budget surplus because that means we have extra money that we can either put in savings or buy yourself something nice. In our example where we have the budget balanced and revenues minus expenses is zero, that means that the net worth of that hypothetical person isn't going to go up in time unless they included investing as one of their expenses. So instead of entertainment being $500 a month, they made it $300 and then they put $200 every month. That way their net worth is actually going up by $200 every month and their budget is still balanced. Now, people run into issues when you have the budget deficit because that means you're spending more money than you're making, and that usually leads to debt, get a bigger balance for your credit cards, you're not able to pay them off, and then you start paying that 20% annually adjusted interest rate, which is insane because you could never consistently get that in the stock market. If you have a budget deficit, that's when you sit down and you go over your budget and you cut expenses where you can. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something valuable. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and thanks guys for watching, and have a great day.